I sure do like ceramics too. I also like the one that looks like a squid or octopus, something in the sea life. If you haven't noticed, these are actually new pants I'm wearing tonight because I seem to build holes in my crotches all the time. And I get real lazy about it because then I'll start like scratching myself in public in the holes. Or if my hands get cold, I'll stick it in there too. But besides my personal problems, we're going to go to Off the Wall, then to Marshall Paul, and then from Marshall Paul, we have Josh Bonohalafi. I just wrote him that name. Here we go, Off the Wall.
Hello and welcome to the Off the Wall News. I'm Caleb Perry.
And I'm Cameron Kapatinov.
The hospitals in northern Utah have decided to go smoke-free. Yeah, that's right. They've decided now, finally, to go smoke... Wait. This just in. Smoking's bad for you. Congratulations, Utah, for being the first to go smoke-free.
Yes, near your hospitals, but what a better place to die, right there. I mean, your lung cancer kicks in and metastasizes, your lungs collapse. No better place than right by the ER, I say.
I love big words. So, Diana Lohan, Lindsay Lohan's mother, has had a bit of a disappointment this week. Apparently she is disappointed in Glee. Yes, apparently Gwyneth Paltrow was on the show recently and she was making fun of Lindsay being in and out of rehab. Well, all I have to say really is, Diana, really? It took that long to be disappointed in Glee?
Hey now, I'm a Gleek fan here, Caleb. I'm a big Gleek fan. What I want to say is why Diana is getting disappointed with Glee. Shouldn't she be disappointed with her daughter? Everyone else is making fun of her.
That's right. What a hooker.
GM opened up in the trading market today. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't we Americans, don't we already own stock in this company? Isn't that what the bailout was all about? I don't know. You know, it's like buying jewelry for your wife. You married her. Why put more money into that?
I don't know. On that note, on Wednesday, the 2002 Sexiest Man Alive competition was finally announced. Yes, the winner, it goes to Ryan Reynolds, the star of the upcoming Green Lantern. I mean, what's not to like, really? He's got six-pack abs, good sense of humor, beautiful wife, gorgeous hair, and, you know, I just would really like to know when the public started referring to me as Ryan Reynolds.
I don't know, Caleb. That's interesting. What I want to know is why they're making a movie about the Green Lantern. Why is everything green nowadays? You know, I want to see a styrofoam lantern, you know, a styrofoam-fueled lantern, or maybe a panda-fueled lantern. You know, better yet, a baby-fueled lantern. Why don't they make a movie about that, a baby-fueled lantern?
You know, they actually already did. I think they called it Schindler's List.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Now, you know, we've got a special holiday coming up soon. It's Thanksgiving. Yes, that's right. It's National Gorge Yourself and Keep Being Obese America Day. And, you know, speaking of being obese, I'm really, people are up in arms about this. You may have heard about all the brand new scanners that are in the airports. Apparently, they can now take X-ray and look right down through your clothes, right down through the turban, actually. I mean the clothes. But, you know, honestly, though, people are really upset about this. They're saying that it's an invasion of privacy and that, you know, but I gotta say, if somebody wants to take a job of looking at obese America naked all day, every day, I say more power to you, pal.
I'm with you right there, Caleb. I mean, what a great date idea. Hey, let's go to the airport. Oh, come here. I think she's carrying something. Let me see for myself. Yep, there she is. And you know what? These pictures of you, they're already on Facebook. So quit complaining, America.
Yeah, seriously. But I do think that the person running the job should actually be made aware of all the health risks that are involved. I mean, the nightmares, the frequent vomiting, and the eventual blindness from gouging out your own your own eyeballs with Barbara Walters' old heart valve. Yeah, it's really going to be a big one for them there. But honestly, I think that America is just too uptight now. I mean, if they went through and went ahead without these things, eventually people would just be complaining, oh, my plane blew up. Well, why didn't you look at me naked then? You know, honestly.
I agree.
Well, America, that's all we have for the news today. We're Off the Wall, performing every Friday night at 10:30 at the Terrace Plaza Playhouse. Check us out at otwimprov.com. And thanks for listening.
How you guys doing? I want to introduce myself. I'm Josh Fonakalafi. I'm a Polynesian, born in Ogden, and that kind of messes a Polynesian up because people don't believe you're from Ogden. I did a show down in Orem, and this girl came up to me, and she's like, "Where are you from?" I go, "Oh, I drove down here from Ogden." She's like, "No, I mean, like, where did you come here from?" "I drove down here from Ogden." She's like, "No, you know what I mean, like, where were you born? What island?" "The island of Ogden." Got some morons down in Orem. No, I just moved back to Ogden recently from Washington State in a little town called Vancouver, which is really, I hate trying to explain that to people. And they're like, "Where'd you move here from?" I'm like, "Washington State? Yeah. What part? Vancouver, Canada? Yes. Vancouver, Canada, Washington, moron. That's where I moved here from." No, I'm a Polynesian. I'm the hybrid Polynesian. My dad is Tongan and my mom is Samoan, which makes me a steroid genetically speaking, of course. And I'm big because I come from a big family. I was sitting down looking at a photo album of a family reunion I went to a couple years ago, and it took me like 10 minutes to realize it was actually a gorilla issue of National Geographic. Just honest mistake. My mom put them together on the coffee table. And that's just a joke. My dad hates that joke. He gets mad at me whenever I make fun of him or the family. He was talking to my mom one day, and he couldn't hear what she was saying. And he was like, "What?" My mom repeated herself, and he was like, "What?" His mom was about to repeat herself again. I'm like, "No, wait, Mom, I got this." "Dad, ooh-ha, ooh-ha, ooh-ha." Which is the day I realized I could run faster than my dad. And if you guys have ever seen a Tongan run, once they get their arms into it, it's like a freaking freight train. Just gorilla jokes. They're done. No, I had a friend over looking at a photo of my family and looked at my dad, and he's like, "Man, your dad is huge. I'd never mess with him." That one's actually my mom, but wouldn't mess with her either. So a couple weeks ago, I wasn't feeling well, so I logged onto WebMD and I typed my symptoms in, and it turns out that I'm pregnant. Which I did notice I didn't switch over the gender, so I switched the gender over, and the good news is I'm not pregnant. I have a parasite. Which is just odd how closely connected those two things are. Just pregnant, parasite. So I went to the doctor. The doctor walks in looking at my file. He's like, "Hey, Mr. Fonakalafi, are you concerned at all about how much you weigh?" "Well, now I am." "Thank you for that concern." He starts telling me about some diets I can try to lose some weight. Tells me one called the grazer diet. He's like, "Eat 5 meals a day instead of 2, boost your metabolism, start cutting some weight." Well, I'm already on that diet. That's why we're having this conversation right now. I love food. I love it. And I'm noticing that when you love food, though, there's things that you have to accept, things you might hate. Like I love Chinese food. I just hate diarrhea. It's something you gotta accept. I love Cheetos. Cheetos are my favorite food. Love them. But you get orange fingers and make you look stupid. But Cheetos are interesting because they're like that second chance food. Just rub your hands together and it's like, boom, bonus Cheeto. Which is disgusting, I realize. I decided recently that I hate the Wii. I hate the Wii because I'm fat and the Wii's judgmental. So I was playing tennis one day and the Wii popped up and it's like, "Hey, maybe you should take a break." "No, continue." And it's like, "Are you sure?" And it shows a picture of my fat Wii man like sweating profusely over in the corner. "Shut up, that isn't me." You know, it's like I got really pissed off. And then they invented this like Wii Fit, which is like this little pad you sync up to the Wii, and it tells you your weight, throws it up on the TV, so then everyone can judge you. And I stand on it, and it's like, "Ah! No pandas!" Because it's Japanese. And then it shows my fat Wii man going, "Bonus Cheeto." I'm Josh Fonakalafi. You guys have a good night.